In this video, we are going to learn about how to write a program in order to display a hello world onto the output screen. First step that we need to do is log on to your system. Enter the credential that was provided to you by your server access admin, and then enter SC38 in the command bar. So this particular piece of input that we have, this is called as command input bar for SAP. So the number that we are entering SC38 is nothing but called as transaction code. So transaction code are assigned to a particular screens by SAP in order to easy access the screens. So for writing a program, to open the program screen, we use this transaction code SC38. Either you can enter /L SC38 or simply SC38 in order to go to the program screen. So this screen that is been shown is used for creating a program or change any existing program source code or to delete it or view the attributes. So attributes in the sense who has created, what type of program it is, and etc. As our agenda is to create a program with hello world to display on the screen, so let us create a sample program for it. So there are certain restrictions is being provided by SAP in order to create a program. The name of the program should always start with Z or Y. Why can't I create another program with just hello world? Why it should be Z? It is because SAP has mentioned that any custom programs or any programs which has been writing by a developer apart from the developers that are being associated with SAP should always include either Z or Y as a first letter in the program name. Why it is been Z or Y and why not other is because the other program names that are not starting with Z or Y are already been taken by the SAP. So you can only create a program in SAP either by using C or Y as a first letter, and the other letters can be your can any letter which is been a part which represents the functionality of that program. So my intention in the program is to write a hello world on the display screen. So I am creating a program as Z hello world 1. Now this is just the program name. I have to create a program. So click on create and then provide the display title for the display screen. Display hello world. Now this title provides a short form description for the program. So what its intention and what is its functionality it's serving in the program. So my intention is to display hello world. So I have provided the description for the program as display hello world. Another important thing is select a type as executable program and status as test program. For now, you make these two parameters, type as executable program and status as test program, while creating the program. Later in the coming videos, we are going to take a look why this type has to be executable program and status has to be test program, and what are the other types that are being used for different functionalities or to meet the requirement of client. and also what are the different status that are available, and what is the authorization group, what is a logical database, what is a selection screen, why does this checkmark of editor lock and the other checkbox of start using variant. So we are going to take a look at it in the coming videos, but for now make sure this type is executable program and status is test program, and click on save. So soon after clicking on save, there is just this small dialog box that is been opened, which asks about the package, person responsible, original system, and the language key. This package is generally used in the core projects. But for now, as this is a training video, so consider taking the package as local objects. Local objects in the sense this has been temporarily stored in our database. This particular screen that has been opened is called a screen to write a program. The first statement in a report or a program is always report your report name. So what does this indicates to the machine? This indicates that whatever the program that I'm going to write will always start below this particular statement. So which statement should I execute? The machine asks which statement should I execute. So the answer is soon after the report statement that we have, it should execute those command lines. So my intention is to write display screen. So use keyword write and then in the colons. So we just heard a word called keyword. So what does this keyword actually mean to a system? So keyword is a specific word that are being used by SAP and is being registered by SAP in order to perform some particular functionality. The right statement or the right word, the keyword that we are using here in the report is used to write whatever the data or whatever the words that we have provided soon after it in order to display it on the screen. So here in the semicolons, as this is a string or characters, I have marked it under a semicolon. So semicolon always intends, the intention of the semicolon is to write the data or write the characters that are provided in between them to consider what to consider as it is. So hello SAP word is being my string or characters that has to be written on the screen. So that thus the statement is being written as write hello SAP decode word and period. So this period, always remember that a statement should always end with a period. If the statement is not ending with a period, the system doesn't understand till where it should stop. So in order to make a command as a fully executable command, we should always end a statement here. This is called as a command internal to a machine. So we provide period at the end of the statement in order to make system understand that yes, this has been fully syntactically correct, that this is a particular command that should I execute, and this is the end of the statement. So end of the statement is always marked with a period. Soon after writing the code, save it. So the system has saved this particular record, and then pretty print. So pretty print is a button which helps us to write or display a code in a usability form, a readability form. In the sense, like if I have entered some code like of this one, so write is in the lower case and report is in the undercase. Both of them are the system keywords. If I pretty print it, it makes the right statement in a readable form and a particular format of code. It is always better and make a habit to pretty print soon after you save any document or save any program, so that it can be easy for another program to understand, and it is also easy for you to understand what piece of code you have written on the screen. And soon after pretty printing, always try to check for the syntactical errors if at all any. So this particular button is used to check syntactical errors, or you can either use Ctrl F2 in order to check syntactical errors from the keyboard functional keys. So it seems that the program that you have written is syntactically correct. Now let us activate. Unless and until the program is active, is in the state of active, system doesn't know what piece of code it should execute. So in order to make system understand as a piece of executable code, that particular program should always be in a active state. Now the system, this particular status, soon after the report is showing, so this will show either it is an active or inactive state. So soon after saving, it gets into inactive state. Thus then the user or the developer has to activate the report in order to execute. Then click on this direct processing F8 in order to display. Execute means now we have saved the program. Our next step is to execute this program. So for executing this program, click on the wrench button that is already provided, or you can use the function key F8 in the keyboard in order to execute. Now this display hello world is the title that we have provided to the program, and the code that we have written in the program hello SAP world is being displayed on the screen.